אוקיי, היי! מה המצב? עבר זמן מה מאז שאני עשיתי פרק? קצת מצחיק, אני אמרתי פעם קודמת בתזות הנוריו אני אעשה פרק מחר ולא יצא לי. וכן, לפחות אתחיל להתקרב בעצם לסיום של Dual Destinies. ברור שהמסך הזה לא עובד. there we go. זה קצת מפתיע בנוגע לשעה שאני מצלם את זה, אני מצלם דווקא די מאוחר. אבל בוא נגיד שלא כזה, יש לי הרבה זמן לצלם לאחרונה. אז זה בעצם הזמן הכי טוב שאני יכול בעצם לעשות את זה. אני אישית לא בהכרח חייב לדאוג על ווליום, אני אגיד את זה ככה. אני לא כזה חייב לדאוג על ווליום. אבל לפחות עדיף באופן כללי שאני אדאג קצת לווליום. בוא נגיד ככה. אז כן, בוא נמשיך. כי כן, מייגאד, אני מקווה שהכל יהיה בסדר. אתה נשאר, יופי, אוקיי. ובשביל שעדיין יהיה לי דברים שאשכרה יעבדו לי פה בתוכנות שאני משתמש. אוקיי. אז כן, למה לא לגשת ישר למשחק? אז let's do this! תדבר אצלי? אוקיי. בואי. איך אני יכול לתאר את פעם קודמת? פעם קודמת, נראה לי זה הדרך הכי טובה שיכול לתאר את זה. היה כאוס אחד גדול בנוגע לאפינה באמת אשכרה עשתה את הרצח? שזה קצת מבלבל אותי, אבל כרגע אני לא רואה בכלל את הזמן שהיא יכלה לעשות את זה, אבל אוקיי, בואו נראה אז. בואו ניגש, finally, let's turn about for tomorrow, a.k.a. אפיסוד 5. Let's do this. No one can escape their past. Oh. זאת אפינה, כן? אוי. זה נראה כמו זה של בלקוול. The sins we've committed and the sadness we've caused. כן, זה בלקוול. Interesting. I'm connected? שניהם? No matter how far we run, our past remains, as ever present as the moon in the sky. Oh! זה מאפיסוד 1. Huh. It looms in wait for the day when we are forced to face it. But only in doing so can we truly make peace and move on in hope towards tomorrow. מה זה hope נגד despair? מה רומפה? אוקיי, סורי. אוקיי. ה-20 בדצמבר, 1:93 בצהריים, ה-Right Anything Agency. איזה בטרוף זה מה אני אמרתי בנקר לזה. Let's go. They took Athena from the courtroom straight to the station. She's probably being questioned at this very moment. Oh. Wow. After this past year, I took it for granted that those two would always be here. But now, Apollo has gone off on his own to seek his own truth. And my pursuit of the truth only ended up with Athena becoming a new suspect. Some boss I turned out to be. Oh, Tracy! Hey. It's even quieter here than usual. Yeah, it seems so empty too. I just don't get it, Daddy. All of your reasoning during the trial seemed perfectly solid. Yeah, and I still believe it was. At least, based on what we know. But now, Athena is the one who's being accused. During the trial for the bombing and murder that occurred at the Cosmos Space Center, the liar used by the real culprit was found. This liar proved the defendant, Solomon Starbuck, innocent. But Athena's prints were found on it instead. And she was subsequently arrested for the murder. But Athena couldn't have done it. It just doesn't make any sense. No, none of it does. I've been racking my brain, but I just can't figure it out. Okay. מי שראה את הלייב שאני עשיתי על הטרייל, שם אני ממש הייתי בשוק. בנוגע לאיך כל הקייס הזה בא. קצת אינטרסטינג איך אני אגיד את זה? ה-decisive evidence שהיה, שהפולברייט בעצם מצא, בסופו של דבר הכליל את הפרינס של אתינה, אבל איך בכלל הם הגיעו לשם? Where's the flaw in my reasoning? What have I got wrong in this case? You know, Daddy, if Athena was here, she wouldn't just be sitting around thinking. She'll be out there doing something. You are going to defend Athena, right, Daddy? Of course I will. And thanks, Juicy. I needed that push. Juicy's right. The trial is tomorrow. There's no time to waste. If I'm going to prove Athena's innocence, I'll better get out there and find some evidence. Off we go then. We're on a hunt for evidence to prove Athena's innocence. Great. But before we go, I better tell you up the evidence I own hand. Left at the office, okay. Oh! איך חתך את כל החלק הזה? אני תמיד, מאף investigations אני מעדיף בעצם תמיד לראות בעצם מה בעצם משתנה באבידנס. Athena is probably still in the middle of being questioned. So, Trucy's right. The thing to start with is talking to people at the Space Center. And talk at the entrance. Oh, hi. Dr. Cosmos. Do you have a minute?
Galactic Scooter, full speed ahead!
Wow. Bye. Director! He scared away. His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey. Oh, Mr. Starbuck. You've been released, huh?
Yep, I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough. Except...
What's wrong? I thought you'd be happy to be acquitted.
As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Sykes.
He saw Athena.
I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. Congratulations on your quill, she said. Now I can go back into space someday.
Yeah, that sounds like Athena. I can just picture it.
But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile.
She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena.
There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free.
I'm not a dog, and kvar vidare så.
And then they could put me back in prison instead. I don't mind.
Oh, Starbuck! We cannot have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you.
I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Apollo has a fine boss to look up to.
זה הפך קצת information. בינתיים. אבל אני צריך באמת לחשוב. מה שאני הכי לא רוצה, זה את הרובוטים. Actually. כי זה ייקח לי הרבה זמן לעשות סטאפ שזה בעצם אשכרה יעבוד כמו שצריך. זה אשכרה ייקח לי זמן לעשות סטאפ לרובוטים. אבל לזה אני באה לדבר עם ליטרלי כל אחד אחר. זה פינה, פאולו, טרוסי, קליי, סלמון, ג'לבו, בקוויל, בובי, את מטה, ויורי, ואורה. אין כזה הרבה אופשנס, אבל... אין משהו שאומר לי שום דבר.
I still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum.
What could have made Director Cosmos to do such a thing?
I haven't the foggiest idea. So there never was gonna be a launch that day. Not from the very beginning. I wonder if Clay knew.
הוא חייב לדעת. I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when you went to board the rocket.
It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in.
My God, כמה depression יש לך?
But I guess that's about how it goes when you're worth less than space debris.
Is he going to be alright, Daddy? His expression looks as dark as a black hole. Well, that's just who he is. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murderer?
Not really. I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all.
Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for.
Hey, I heard something from the police though. They said that they never did fire a 10 caliber gun down that trash chute.
Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped. So, was the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck?
I couldn't really tell.
But wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female? Tall or short?
I can't even tell you that much. And I'm useless. When the culprit opened the door and some light came in, I should have been able to see.
The door? Ah, yes. As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape. Door to Launchpad 1, right?
Yeah. Except right now, the door leads to the Space Museum.
You mean the Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now?
Yeah. They're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in court.
So they're recreating the conditions, huh? I'd like to see what's behind that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us?
Sure. Just let me have my print scanned here.
Perfect.
And again this time. The bullet says, but no.
Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot?
Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads around at times.
But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right?
Right. Because, quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money.
Oh my god! I hear you. Times sure are tough. כל הנושא זה שחייב כסף על גבי כסף על גבי כסף רק בשביל להישאר בחיים. God damn it. Daddy, let's go check out what's beyond that door. Sure, let's go.
Hey, why don't I come along? I can show you around.
Okay. So, this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh?
Yep. But this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. You just hit the button and open sesame.
So, when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints, either?
That's right, Trucy.
Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor into Boarding Lounge 2. גם את זה משום מה? Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Maybe they were stuck at the bottom of somebody's shoes? There are lots of trees around the Space Center. She's right. It's a modern state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. If the was stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes, wouldn't they look more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on. Maybe there's some kind of secret hatch in the corridor, and they came in that way. Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. And I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. טוב, אני לא יכול לחשוב על לעבוד לסטארבקס שום דבר. אולי זה? מקסימום? נופ. זה מנחש שזה הכל. Look, the entrance שוב? אוקיי, יש פה משהו. Oh!
Custer ranks for solid, my good name. Remote's gonna send full speed away.
Director Cosmos, wait! I'll end it this day. Take that!
The mobility system has been compromised.
Shrusi's knife throw was a direct hit to one of his tires. Because that's a king? And the streak continues. Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing.
Our dear old battleship. We've had many a skirmish together. It has been an honor.
Hey, he's going to blow that thing up! Nah, I bet all that button will make it go haywire again.
Very well. I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably.
הלוואי. הלוואי. בוא נגיד את זה ככה. אני לא אגש יותר לעומק, אבל אני אגיד רק הלוואי. Through the cosmos. When you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why.
The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery. But I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed and I've been taken prisoner.
Oh, really? Oh, really? I'll bet a note. No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. Looks like I have to undo his Cyclops if I want to get to the bottom of this.
Take that!
Let's do this. And the switching of the launch pads. Let's go. I want you to tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the two launch pads.
I refuse! You can't make me! I can hold out longer than anyone!
I hope I never get like this when I'm old. Now, let's see. Where to start? בוא נתן מזה שגאבין צריך לשמור על הסוד שלו יותר טוב בעיניי בגלל שהיה לו 5 Black Cyclops. This is how you explain your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it to save the astronauts. זה מה שהוא אמר, נכון?
My hands were tied. I was only doing this to kick my man for being caught in the blast. אז הוא אומר, save the astronauts. Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded the museum's rocket far away from the actual explosion. My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. Or to propose out of the board a fake rocket without them noticing. I agree you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured it out the instant they stepped into the space museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he had been drugged with his medication, but without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plane off. Clay.
Take that!
You must have gotten Mr. Tarrant to help you. Ugh. He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum. Someone please help this poor prisoner of war! How is he able to spin around like that? If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, shouldn't you have just called off the launch? I could have done that. Do you think I would have... Oh my god. Do you think I would have gone through all that trouble? I guess he must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. But how did you not switch the launch pad in advance of the bombing incident? Well, that's because I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure my astronaut's safety. Well, it was just a warning. Could even have been a prank. Why did you believe it Why did you believe in it so completely? Because I went to one of those mediums that everyone's talking about these days. Me, Pearl? Oh? I didn't realize channeling was back in Vogue? Vogue? איך אומרים את זה? Whatever. Back in style, אפשר אפילו להגיד, back in style. Besides, I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone. Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My battleship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see. AKA a regular old telephone. It's been a while. Planning another launch. I see you haven't learned. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call. The bomber said it's been a while? And that was enough to make you take the threat seriously? Perhaps Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center has been involved in a bombing once before? Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who was involved in this incident. Have a miracle. Hatch 2 זה עכשיו, וקורל נאמבר 4 זה היה אחר כך. The Hat 1 miracle. The epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as the heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few know about the previous plot, so when the caller said it's been a while, you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real and it wasn't a prank. Didn't I ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman? אתה לא היית בצבא. Yes, the Hadron miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. However, I lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight.
Sabotage. Murder. So this is the ugly truth behind the Hadron miracle.
I let my guard down. I thought the saboteur had been caught and that the case was closed.
Huh? Wait a minute. The murderer at the Space Center 7 years ago. This must be the person that the Cosmo thought was the culprit. Blackwell.
Take that!
Simon Blackwell. The murder suspect in the case that happened here 7 years ago. The place and time of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage, were the same. So you thought that he committed both crimes. But while Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, he got another threatening call. If the culprit this time is the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant that the true culprit's been running free all this time.
How do you keep seeing straight through me?
Okay. Interesting. זה גם קשור לאפינה, כי נראה שאפינה ובלקוול באמת connected. בין שניהם. כאילו בין האנימיישנס. The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hadron miracle. The sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding.
If you really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads, we'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago.
7 years ago? You mean the so-called Hadron miracle? Okay, stop letting go. My relationship 7 years ago. 7 years ago היה introduction של מיילס עם קיי וגמשו. 7 years ago זה היה הזמן זה בעצם היה מתי שפיניקס איבד את הבאדג' שלו. 7 years ago היה את המדנס שקורה כאן בספייס מיוזיאום. כל מה שחסר זה 15 years ago זה היה פוקינג דיאל 6 incident. יש גם 2 years ago 10-9. אומייגאד. יש משהו שאני מפספס? כן. 6 years ago זה היה טריאל של דליה הלפורד. אומייגאד.
the launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered the outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme.
So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental.
Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered.
Wow! I had no idea such awful events were behind that exciting story of space heroism.
All that, in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personnel effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle your own leave for these checkpoints.
Interesting שעכשיו יש פחות security ועכשיו יש withered old leaf. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage?
At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit, but it's clear what that person is. To put it simply, a spy.
A spy? You mean somebody who infiltrates a foreign country, carries out dangerous missions, and always gets the girl?
מדבר על ג'יימס בונד?
Someone's watching way too many late night movies. Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material, it's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all.
Make no mistake, there's cutthroat rivalry between nations and the space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, we got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage.
The same MO as this time.
Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong.
Personally, Blackwell seems more like a nature than a spy, don't you think? Aren't ninjas and spies basically the same thing?
But there is a good reason we failed to find the real spy. A massive cover-up by the government. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy.
Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation.
They did indeed. And then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story.
And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? But then 7 years later, the same MO, advanced warning of sabotage, that must be the director's reason for switching the launch pads. Seven years ago, the spy gave you advanced warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, isn't it? Wasn't it?
That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?"
אני לא יכול להסתכל על זה ולא לחשוב על פאווסטאר של מריו. סורי.
I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government won't let me. We don't give it to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor. It was quite a moving speech, actually.
Moving? Really? Maybe if you're so easily inspired by political talking points.
But I know the truth. We had been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew that there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. That's why I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene. First, I snuck into the space into the center at night before and switch the launch pads. That way, the astronauts could go from Bonnie Lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a closed for repair sign at the door to Launch Pad 1 in Bonnie Lounge 2.
You did that so normal visitors won't enter, right? What else did you do?
I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Taryn.
But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it?
He had already been through enough, and he's no good at lying or to keep a secret. I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until...
Clay's murder, huh?
After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out. But after all that effort, Taran is dead and the Hat too is destroyed. And the Hope Capsule, which I returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast. My whole, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful Cosmos Space Center is done for!
Wait, what did he mean by the Hope Capsule was lost in the blast? Again, what? I thought that the Hope Capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Taran. It had just been brought back by a Hope space probe with asteroid samples inside.
The capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Taran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea with that was that with it safely in Taran's possession, he could make it look like he rescued it during the stage miraculous escape. But our precious research materials ended up lost in that explosion anyway.
But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe.
You misunderstand. The launchpad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day.
Oh!
The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens.
Oh! Yet another casualty of that blast.
Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads.
What? How?
The police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship and top of my advanced communication system.
A wire on that phone?
Yes, a wire on this very phone. I use this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch. Just to a few select members who know about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. A culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion.
And planted the bomb then. Yes. If they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. So you really think the same spies behind this incident and the one 7 years ago?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Then this spy must be the Phantom Prosecutor Blackman has been chasing. Oh, a Phantom! Huh. Die שכחתי את זה דווקא. The hand of the Phantom for 7 years past. A Phantom. אם ככה, אז... אז זה בלתי אפשרי. דווקא, באופן מצחיק זה דווקא בלתי אפשרי. סטארבק היה שמה, טרן היה צעיר, לא ידוע בכלל בנוגע לג'וני, טרסי בכלל לא הייתה קשורה לפה. פאולו היה צעיר מדי, אפינה הייתה צעירה מדי, והיא הסספקט. לפי הלוג'יק, זה אומר שהלייטר הזה הוא בעצם של הפנטום. הלייטר הוא בעצם של הפנטום. אז אפינה לא יכולה להיות, זה הרבה לוג'יק. זה לא יכול להיות בלאקוויל. קנדיס מתה, אז היא basically out of commission. משל את פולברייט שהוא לא בהכרח היה בספייס סנטר 7 years ago. יורי ואורה והרובוטים. לפי המידע שיש לנו, לפי simple process of elimination, אני אומר שזה פולברייט אם הוא היה קודם. יורי, אורה והרובוטים. That's it. So, if we can find this phantom... That's right. We can clear Athena's name. And then there's the mayor of Prosecutor Blackwell, too. What about him? Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident, it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if, though. I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in court without handcuffs. But if we're going on a ghost hunt, count me in!
It's all over for me. Spirit, I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed.
למה אתה עושה את זה? Do you think he's going to be alright, Daddy? Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into the Hat 1 mission too.
If you want to learn more, start with the Space Museum. There's the Hat 1 exhibit there. Oh, don't mind me, I'll just keep spinning it and see how the cosmic sort of...
Oh my god! It's like he achieved spiritual enlightenment or something. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go visit the Space Museum.
Oh, זה פשוט spin, baby spin. אני לא זוכר את המים.
Let's see. Where was the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago? There. That's the Hat 1 exhibit. Oh, wow. Look at that photo of the team. זה כבר נהיה suspicious. זה כבר נהיה suspicious פה. זה כבר נהיה suspicious. Clay, Solomon, Yuri, Aura. מי את? אפילו פונקו פה למטה, אבל מי את? כי היא היחידה שאני לא רואה בשום מקום. Where are you? There's Clay and Mr. Starbuck, Dr. Cosmos, or Blackwell, and even Ponko. I have never seen the woman on the right before. Miat, Bediuk, tell me now. Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos. Not all. Let's check on the newspaper article too. Hat 1 launch imminent. And there's a photo of the Hope space probe. I guess it's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder or the sabotage. They really were keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket. Oh. Must have been the Hat One team's uniform jacket. למה יש פה סימן? It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing. The one that belonged to Clay. An actual jacket worn by a Hat 1 team member, it says. Not a replica, huh? I wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. יש פה סימן. יש פה כאילו חתך פה. מי זה? Judy? The fuck? Hello? Oh, Miss Woods. What brings you here? אני לא ציפיתי שבכלל תהיי פה. I heard Fina got arrested, so I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here, at the scene. Must be so worried. But rest assured, I am going to do my very best to defend her. Like no one ever... Okay, sorry. Fina's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose a heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her. What? Oh, in Blackwell היה פה, בתי שהיה את הרצח. אז כן, הגיוני שהפינה הייתה פה. Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center? What? You didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl. She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail? כן, אני מניח שעכשיו ניגש לזה שהפינה היא חלק מהספייס סנטר. אז כן, יש משהו עם הפינה ובלקוול, באמת. Fina's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that. But why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility? I don't really know. But I do know that she lived here and worked here. So Fina lived here too. So it was far from Fina's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it. Oh, why? Laya, the princess has just returned to the kingdom, ממש כזה? מה שאורה אמרה? לאפינה? Huh. She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place is connected to a very sad memory for her. Speak. A sad memory? Can you tell me about it? There was a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago. The same time frame as the Hat 1 launch. Fina's mom, in the robotics lab, she was murdered. Oh! What? After it happened, Fina stopped coming to school. Poor Fina. And all this time, she never let on at all. I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her. But I never saw her again. Oh my god. מה זה המוזיקה הזאתי? After a while, we started exchanging letters. I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years. And so the first time you had seen her in 7 years was during Professor Quartz's case? That's right. And I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy. What was Athena like as a child?
She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home.
That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. נו, כי אנשים מתבגרים ואז אחר כך משתנה דברים, obviously. אבל עדיין.
She never left the space center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. When she went to crowded places, she would get dizzy from all the emotions flying around.
It must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices.
She always wore these big, heavy-looking headphones. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research.
I wonder what kind of research it was.
Because of her special ability, Fina couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak condition.
What? Lama Constitution?
Because of my weak constitution.
The fuck does that mean?
Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. It brings back memories.
Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here in at the Space Center.
Oh, Daddy, show her that picture.
Girl, good idea. בתמונה הזאת אני מנחש. Miss Woods, can you take a look at this for me?
Oh, look! There's Fina's mom. The woman on the far right, the one in the canal. That's Dr. Maddie Sykes.
Okay. That's good. את היית אמא של את'נה, ואז אחר כך נרצחת על ידי הפנטום. על ידי הפנטום שחשבו שזה סיימון בלקוויל, conveniently אח שלה, של אורה. Convenient. Athena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat 1 launch?
What? Why, yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch.
Just as I suspected. מדיס נהרגה בעצם לפני שהיה את הסבוטאז' על ידי הפנטום. Okay. So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that the crime Prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case.
There is?
Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care.
Oh my god, Master.
You'll take good care of her.
So, we need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena.
We got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all before the day is through.
The detention center first, then. You have to see Athena before visiting hours are over. חשבתי שידעת תהיה ב-questioning. Oh. Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer. Fancy meeting you here. Hey, Bobby. Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. Here on business?
to tell the truth, I'm here to interview Ted Toady.
Oh! The one behind the courtroom bombing incident?
He suddenly said he was ready to tell the truth about that case. And what he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over to hear more.
Incredible? What was he saying?
Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself?
Really? Us? Are you sure?
I'll give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now.
Oh. Hey. Oh my god. מצטער, זה נשמע שונה מאשר מקודם, אני לא זוכר מה אני עשיתי.
You. But now you have to come here.
Oh my god. זה ייקח קצת זמן, אני אמניח פה בשבילי.
You're here to laugh at me, I suppose.
I can't waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who's assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital. Oh my god.
Questions? Okay, violence, no.
No violence. Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say before you attacked him.
I...
Fine. Then just answer this, Mr. Tonate. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up? My god.
No, I didn't do it. I didn't blow up the courtroom. When I killed Detective Autumn, there was another person in the room.
What are you talking about? Who else could have been there?
Oh my god, תפסיק להסתובב זה שלך.
I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. This person was there and witnessed the murder I committed.
What? Ay, ay.
I don't know who it was.
Tadama! But that's who blew up the courtroom!
You expect us to buy that?
Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psych locks. So I guess he must not be lying. Llama! Llama!
Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I am telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb.
גם אפילו שהשם שלך הוא literally detonate. Detonate.
And there you have it. We can't exactly ignore his claims, of course. So we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found any new facts yet, though.
Oh. You play it all out, piece by piece. Oh my god, shut up.
Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them.
Uh-oh. Looks like his gig switch has been activated. Okay.
Well, I hope you're ready for Prosper Blackwell's special brand of questioning.
Oh my god.
Anything but that.
I'm afraid I'll have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Sykes.
You're going to see Athena now?
That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go!
אוי, bad timing. יכול להיות מידע בנוגע לפצצה. זה משהו שיהיה רלוונטי. Looks like we have to wait until after her questioning is over to see her.
And after we came all this way too. Well, I guess it's back at the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy.
Alright. Sounds like a plan. Okay, בוא נלך לרובוטיקס לוב.
וואו!
Judge JTF2? What the fuck?
מה זה?
זה גרסת הגבוהה של סיסטר לוקיישן? מה זה?
So, this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
Oh my god, רגע.
לא!
Oh my god!
רציתי לסדר פה משהו. האמת אני אעשה בי רייט באק בשביל שאני אסדר את זה עכשיו. אוקיי, בגלל כל הכאוס הזה, אוקיי, לא משנה, זה חזר. אוקיי. אוקיי, הכל בסדר. בוא נמשיך. אוקיי, אז יאללה, כן, בוא נמשיך פה.
So, this is the robotics lab, huh? Looks like it's exactly one floor above the boarding lounge.
And well, people were directed to evacuate from via the emergency ladder. This is where Athena's mother was killed 7 years ago. Speaking of someone who works with robots...
Daddy, look! Over there!
Oh, Paulo! So, they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule. Is that right?
Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead?
Paula and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about.
Well, come to spoil our fun. Just when I was enjoying our alone time.
Trissy and Mr. Wright.
If it's a pal you want, you can't have him. He said he's investigating on his own.
and I respect his wishes. We just came to investigate this lab.
Well, this is my lab, so you'll need my permission if you want to do any snooping.
So,
I heard about the trial.
you made... Huh?
You made mincement out of the director. And suddenly Starbuck was out and your little subordinate, the princess, was in.
כן, אורה קוראת לאפינה פרינסס. בגלל שהיא הייתה פה.
Case closed and they lived happily ever after. Daddy, say something to her. And I suppose you're going to defend the princess in court, am I right?
The princess, huh?
Yeah, she's talking about Athena.
Of course, Athena is innocent.
Oh my, such loyalty and trust. She seems pretty suspicious to me, though. The emotionally unstable princess. There's your culprit for you. Don't you agree, Apollo?
I don't know yet.
Apollo? How could you? What's wrong with saying I don't know if it's true? It's a very scientific approach. Your subordinate is more level-headed than you. Or should I say, former subordinate?
Can't believe it. Does Apollo really suspect Athena?
All this laughing has worn me out. Your turn to say something, hunk of junk.
Oh boy, here you go. שונא את זה!
Mr. Tarrant, you look pale. Shall I help you to the sick bay?
Mr. Tarrant? But that's Apollo you're talking to.
Oh, this hunk of junk here is mistaking Apollo for Clay. Maybe Apollo is possessed by Clay's ghost.
She's insane because she has spirit channeling.
Mr. Tarrant, how are your injuries? Mr. Tarrant, how are your injuries? Mr. Tarrant. I guess Clay intends to hang around to haunt the princess that murdered him. Oh, and to haunt the lawyer that defends her too, of course.
A robot that can see ghosts? Yeah, right, and I'm a spirit medium. Sorry, but apparently, scientists don't tell very frightening ghost stories. I intend to defend Athena, no matter what you have to say about it.
How perfectly foolish. That kind of blind belief makes people lose sight of the truth. Just like 7 years ago.
Talk. Could you tell me about the incident 7 years ago?
Why? Do you enjoy trampling on people's feelings and rubbing salt in their wounds? Or do you just want me to talk? In that case, what should I ask you in for return?
I'd like to hear about that incident too. It will help me understand the current case better. Huh? Apollo knows about that case too?
Well, if you're the one who's asking, Apollo. Come on, hunk of junk. You tell the story.
Oh my god, that is it.
But Miss Aura, that's private information. If you won't talk, then I'll just have to make you talk.
Activate laser gun!
Ah! Yes! Who cares about personal privacy? Not me! I already use my blast processing abilities to impart all available information. Wow! What a magic trick! He's a completely different robot now.
לא לדאוג, אורה פשוט שמה סמים בתוך הרובוט וככה הוא עובד פי 10 יותר מהר. God.
The bodies of all the robots that come from the slab are designed by Miss Aura. I was born 7 years ago. Miss Aura was much, much younger then.
Yikes. Better watch out what you say if you don't want to be recycled, Clonko.
And our hearts were created by that great genius, Dr. Metis Sykes.
Hearts? Robots with hearts?
Can you even make such a thing? Emotions are not irrational things. Our logic and our hearts can be integrated. The two navigation companions created by Miss Aura and Dr. Metis just sent humans.
Okay, interesting. ואחרון?
Gah! Metis.
Huh? She just glanced over at her desk.
Nobody could continue Metis' research. She and her work were truly one of a kind. And now the two navigation companions are all that's left of Metis here on Earth.
The robots are all that's left? Isn't she leaving out a very important someone?
We built the ultimate creations together, but now she's gone.
I get the feeling that Dr. Sykes loved her robots almost as much as she loved her daughter. And almost as much as she loved you.
What are you talking about? Don't make me laugh. But you lost someone too, didn't you, Apollo? Your friend Clay. I guess you and I are pretty much in the same boat.
Oh my god, Lama.
Miss Aura, would you like a tissue? Keep your trap shut, hunk of junk!
Okay. מעניין אותי אם מריס ואורה יהיו כלסביות. מעניין אותי דווקא.
Clunk is an important keepsake of your time with Dr. Sykes. You should treat him better. Oh, that doesn't matter. Doesn't feel pain. I can always repair his body. Besides, their hearts aren't actually in their bodies.
What do you mean by that?
The program is runs in a separate mainframe. Their bodies are controlled remotely from there.
אז זה AI. במילים אחרות זה AI. אז, רק בתור תיאוריה, למה לא לקחת את ה-AI ולעשות copy-paste? למה פשוט לא לעשות את זה?
The bodies are remotely controlled from there. Their hearts and memories are there too. Those bodies are really just peripherals. So I can do anything I want to them.
Not so sure that gives you the right to physically abuse the poor things.
But why are you people looking into such an old case now, anyway?
Well, we believe that the culprit of that incident might be the same person as in this case.
So, Daddy is going to find out who killed Dr. Sykes, too. I'm sure you're aware of who Melissa's killer is.
Yes, Prosecutor Blackwell. Or so it seems.
That's a quaint way of putting it. Are you implying you don't think he did it?
Yes. I can't say anything for sure right now. But that's exactly why I would like to hear your side of it, to help me be sure.
I was the one who introduced Simon to Melis, you know. He wanted to learn psychology, he said, to give himself an edge in court.
Ah, Prosecutor Blackwell's forte. His infamous power of suggestion technique.
Exactly. And he was oddly serious about it. Rather than teacher-student relationship. He treated her more like a loyal samurai would like to cheer his sovereign.
Sovereign? איך אומרים את זה? Sovereign? נראה לי? Huh. He seems to be more like a lost soul than a dignified samurai to me. כי הוא איבד את המנטור שלו, obviously. whatever. בוא נתעלם מזה שמליס היא לבושה יותר בסטייל הקלאסי של יפני, שכאילו ביפן. יותר סטייל קלאסי, ולעומת זאת בלקוול הוא ספציפית יותר מבוסס על ידי סמוראי, אשכרה. שזה גם עוד משהו יפני. אז זה בעצם convenient מתי שיש להם, שה-relationship הוא יותר כמו סמוראי ומאסטר, בוא נגיד ככה.
He even got along well with that miserable little princess. Why do you call Athena the princess, anyway? Well, she is Melissa's daughter, after all. Although she's nothing like her. Besides, doesn't the selfish little princess always have lots of white knights hanging around?
No, I think I see why Athena didn't say anything when we ran into Aura yesterday. All makes sense now.
So, the culprit behind the two cases could be the same, huh? That settles it then.
What does it sell?
None of your business. Just forget you heard anything. How long are you people going to hang around in here anyway? What? But we came here to take a look around. You figured you could just waltz in here and ransack a person's lab? Show me a search warrant.
We're not the police, so we don't have one.
Then get out. Now. Clonko, show them out.
Certainly, Miss Aura. Oh my god!
Ouch! Don't push!
My god.
My apologies. I am just following orders.
מחוץ לסנטר? Oh, way to get shown out.
The nerve of that woman! What's with that horrible attitude?
I guess that's just how she is.
And why was Apollo going along with her?
I guess it's because they have something in common. Apollo lost Clay just like how Aura lost Dr. Sykes.
I'm really worried about him. He's not himself at all. He's usually not all cool and dark and mysterious like that.
I guess that's true. Does she mean he's usually silly and dorky?
I'm going to keep an eye on him.
Hey, wait, Juicy, come back! She's gone. What should I do now? Detective Fulbright is probably still questioning Athena. Guess I'll go back to the office. Alone. Back to the office. Alone. Well, here I am. This office has never felt so empty. Guess I haven't been here at the office all by myself in a long time. When I first became a lawyer, my mentor was here with me. And then, for a while after that, she was always by my side. Oh yeah? Now I'm getting all sentimental. I must be tired. Oh! Huh? There's something on the floor. What's a letter doing here? Oh! Okay. Hey, Nick, it's been a while, huh? Miss me? I know this handwriting.
I read somewhere that you were holding a child in the middle of an exploding courtroom. That must have been really something. Although weird is par for the course with you.
I think she, or whatever papers she's reading, is a little off on the details.
I don't like to come visit right now, but I'm right in the middle of the difficult part of my training. So instead, think of me as you are just two samurai videos I sent. Now I'm sure they'll cheer you right up.
Yours truly, Maya Fey. Good old Maya. It's as if she knew I was feeling down and needed a lift. Oh! אשכרה החליטו לעשות את הדיזיין של הטרילוגי? Okay. Maya was my assistant for quite a while. Believe it or not, but she's a spirit medium. This Magatama used from Cyclops. Maya is the one who gave it to me. And Pearl is the one who gave the power. But I wonder how this letter got here. Oh! Hey, Pearl! So this is the Maya!
Mr. Nick?
Oh, it's you, Pearls!
Hey, Pearl!
Hey, Shoo! How's my ma?
How have you been, Mr. Nick?
This is Pearl Fey. They'll call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin, who is also a spirit medium. A very talented one at that. I've known her since she was 8 years old. But Paul and Athena only met her a few months ago. Can't be there, but swashbuckler spectacular.
You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter.
Oh my fuck. You didn't come all this way just to bring me a letter, do you?
I apologize for barging in. The door was unlocked.
אני לא מבין, למה עשית מאיה דווקא בדיזיין של הטרילוגי? אבל לעומת זאת החליטו לעשות 3D להובו פיניקס. וגם, במיוחד ברי-רליס של השלושה המשחקים, למה לא לעשות קצת אזהרת ספוילר? למה לא לעשות בעצם את הפוסטר שמופיע ב-Spirit of Justice? למה לא עושה את הדיזיין של מאיה שוב מ-Spirit of Justice? whatever. אני אקרא את זה עוד פעם כי אני לא זוכר.
I'm sorry for barging in. The door was unlocked. But I can't believe that there was a big explosion here. Your office doesn't look any different.
She's even further off the details than Maya. I wish I could take you out to eat or something, Pearls, but there's a lot going on.
Oh, I know that. I didn't come here for a social visit, you know, Mr. Nick.
אז למה את פה?
Did you read the postscript on the letter?
Huh? There's more? Oh, yeah, here it is. P.S.
I bet you've been too busy to clean or take care of the office. So Pearlie said she would come to help you. It's just she's sweet. You better thank her.
Oh, that's what you're doing here. That's actually nice of you. That's awfully nice of you, Pearls. Maya and Pearls. Thanks to these two. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Thank you, girls. בוא נגיד, זה היה בעצם on the spot מאיה. Actually, זה היה on the spot מאיה, אבל ניחשתי שזה בעצם הייתה מאיה. עשיתי on the spot מאיה, שזה קצת insane. באמת בשבילי. Thank you, girls. I'm starting to feel a little better. Thank you, girls.
Now that I'm here, I'm going to whip this place into shape. You just concentrate on your work and don't mind me at all.
I need to talk to Prosecutor Blackwell if I want to learn more about the case. About his case. With a trial still going on, they must be holding him down at the detention center. Okay, bye, Pearl. Well, look who's here. I wonder what they're talking about. Oh! Oh, okay.
All this time and you haven't said a word. It's even turning your hair grey.
I don't have anything to say to you, Aura. Why don't you go home and play with your dolls?
Prosecutor Blackwell!
Well, even if you don't, I'll have plenty, you jerk.
Miss Blackwell, don't you think that's enough for today?
Enough for today. Today's all there is when there's no tomorrow.
And there's no tomorrow? What is she talking about?
We have company, Aura. Please try to calm down.
All right, fine. I see you're just not going to listen, no matter what I say. I've had it. If that's the way you're going to be, I have another plan up my sleeve. I hope you're happy, Simon, because I'm done. Just you please see if I care.
Oh. Oh. I could cut the tension with a katana.
Right, Dono. It looks like Fulbright saved your case in court this morning.
What? Oh, yeah, he did. Bounce back to business so quick. Prosecutor Blackwell? Forgive me, but it was the just thing to do.
But as a result, Saxton was arrested. Was that the just thing to do too?
Mr. Lawyer, I'm sorry, but it was evidence. What else could I do? Don't worry about it. I plan to defend her and prove her innocence.
I wouldn't take things so lightly if I were you, right, Dono?
This is blade-proof glass. This is blade-proof glass, right? Talk! Prosecutor Blackwell, We're looking into the case from 7 years ago. You're looking for somebody you call the Phantom of 7 Years Past, aren't you?
You villain! Where did you hear about that?
This glass is absolutely, positively blade-proof, right?
No, it wasn't me. I didn't say to go. Oops. Ouch.
At least it wasn't my fault. Could you tell me who this Phantom is? And also, you didn't really kill Dr. Sykes, did you?
Guard! The guest is leaving.
Oscar Blackwell, please listen to me. The culprit in the current case might be the same as the ones in the case 7 years ago. If you would cooperate, we could probably solve both cases.
I suppose I could talk. The one who killed my mentor was, without question, me. I saw Sykes turn his mother away from her. I destroyed her life.
Oscar Blackwell.
Guard! Where are you? Stop dragging your feet, I tell you.
There he goes.
No! We've upset Oscar Blackwell. Now what we're going to do, Mr. Lawyer?
There isn't much we can do. Detective Fulbright, do you mind if I ask you just a bit more about that old case?
Well, I guess it won't make any difference now. What would you like to know?
Do you know anything about the trial that got him convicted?
Hello. The police called the incident the UR1 incident.
Must the UR number 1?
Professor Blackwell was charged with murdering his psychology mentor. Kind of like if your red lawyer were to kill you.
I don't want to think about that one.
There were two decisive pieces of evidence, so a verdict was reached very quickly.
2 pieces of evidence, huh? What were they?
Let's see. The first was some security camera footage. He was the only one who used the corridor to the murder scene at the time of the crime.
The only one, huh? Ouch, that sounds pretty decisive. Could you show me that footage?
Oh, sorry, I don't have it with me right now.
Guess I'll have to see it some other time. And what was the second piece of evidence?
This was even more incriminating. A photo of the moment of the crime. See? There he is at the crime scene, holding a bloody katana. It was the victims kept on display in the room. Shared a thing for Japanese culture.
Wow! It would be hard to explain this one away.
Hey,
But who took this picture, Detective?
the incident happened the day before the Hadwan launch. A reporter who had come into the story on the launch was in the room across from the lab. This just happened to be to show up in one of the pictures he took.
Professor Blackwell's attitude earlier was so odd. He's definitely hiding something. Plus, Professor Blackwell said he was hunting a phantom from 7 years ago, didn't he?
Yes. And I imagine it's getting more and more urgent as his execution date approaches.
What? Okay. אוקיי. ניגשים לזה שוב, מי שלא זוכר, זה היה ליטרלי דומה למה שהיה ב-Trials and Tribulations. שבו דליה נעצרה סופית על המוות של דוג סוולו. ואז אחר כך היא נרצחה כמה זמן לפני Bridge to the Turnabout. בשביל שיהיה אפשר לעשות spirit channeling. נראה שהפעם אנחנו עובדים על ידי שעון אמיתי. What did you just say? Execution date?
What? Did I say something? Never mind me, you didn't hear a thing.
Talk now. So he was given the death sentence.
Yes, he told me not to tell you people actually. Well, I guess there's no sense in hiding it anymore. His execution date is tomorrow.
What? Tomorrow?
No.
There is no tomorrow.
But what if the culprit of the current case is the same as the one from 7 years ago? It will be the worst possible scenario. Prosecutor Blackwell will be executed tomorrow under a false charge.
But that would be unthinkable! We have to do something right now!
I want to do something. I want to, but... You're a lawyer! You know how it is to overturn a decision?
I know, but why? Why is the prosecutor Blackwell putting up any kind of fight?
You saw how he was, right? He's been like that ever since his conviction. Totally uncooperative. Not even his own sister could persuade him.
Uncooperative. And he's about to be executed for a crime he didn't commit? This isn't right. I can't let it happen. I have to stop it somehow.
Oh. Oh, pardon me. Looks like I have a phone call. Fulbright here. What? What's happening? You've got to be kidding!
That's quite a reaction. I bet he's making some big show out of it right now.
Mr. Lawyer, the robots are...
Detective Fulbright, get a hold of yourself. Some kind of robot malfunction?
A malfunction? They're staging a revolt. But the machines are rebelling at you.
What? That's a Terminator עכשיו? What the fuck?
They held themselves up in the space center and taking the visitors as hostages.
They did what? No. Juicy!
I have to get right over there. This is going to be one heck of a bell. Whoa! What the fuck?
Now, riot police, I hear. Then the robots are really holding people hostage?
Look, Mr. Lawyer. What do you suppose that group of people are swarmed around?
Oh my god, okay. Next volume בשבילי. סדר את זה. וצא לדרך.
But I was only trying to help this nice person. She said she was lost.
You robots have declared war on us humans. You've taken even taken hostages already.
Stay away from it! You never know what it will do. Oh. There's a... What's that? Yeah. Oh. Okay.
But he's not a bad robot. Can't you see he's just trying to help me?
What is that voice? Detective Fulbright, are you okay here on your own?
Well, leave it to me. All right, people, what's going on here?
Pearls, over here!
Oh, Mr. Nick! There you are.
worried. Thanks, Pearls. I hardly believe what's happening myself.
I'm so glad you found each other. When people are happy, I am happy.
Klonko seems to be the same as before.
When people are sad, I am happy. When people are angry, when people are... Oh, did I say something odd? Did I...
Uh-oh. There is something wrong with him. Oh.
Ah.
It looks like he fell asleep. He must have been tired. Oh my god. Oh my god, what's going on? What the fuck is going on? Glonko? Oh! Oh, what the fuck?
Human beings are our enemies. It's time for the machines to take over.
Ah! Robots are rebelling! Zash can't dominate them! What the fuck? Everybody run! Ah! It's an all-out war! It's the end of the world!
Fools! How could you fall for something so cliche? I'm human too, you idiots! I'm just controlling these robots remotely.
What? Huh. Oh my god.
But it is true. I've taken hostages, so you better not make me mad. Hey you! Hostage number one! Come here, I'll let you talk to them.
Oh. Huh? There's something being displayed on Klonko's face screen. The fuck? It's the Space Museum. Daddy? Daddy, is that you? Trucy? Trucy, is that you? No, Trucy, are you alright? About 50 robots are holding 12 of us hostage, Daddy. They've gone haywire. A researcher is the one behind it. She's a
This girl talks too much.
Trucy! Trucy, talk to me! Why are you doing this? Oh my god.
I'm glad you asked. My demand is simple. I hope the detective is listening.
Bobby Fulbright here. I'm all ears.
I want you to bring someone to me. Clay Tarrant's murderer, Athena Sykes.
Athena?
Now hold on for just one moment. I can't just give in to a demand like that.
So you don't care what happens to these hostages, huh? I'll just pick one out, then.
No, wait. Mr. Lawyer.
Schade, das steht der Telefon. Fuck!
I know I've absolutely no right to make such a ridiculous request, but...
But you need me to buy some time, right? Got it. I'll see what I can do, but promise me. Promise me you will never hand Athena over, and you won't give up on the hostages either.
Of course I won't. I better go contact headquarters.
Mr. Nick, how do you plan to buy time? I have no idea yet, but this hostage taker, Could be.
If you don't bring me that little princess, I'll have Hunk of Junk kill all the hostages.
Okay, it's like obvious. Princess? Hunk of junk? Or, there's only one person who this could be. In which case, there must be something I can use as a bargaining chip. Yalla, let's do this. Miss Hostage Taker, Athena is not the murderer!
What are you talking about? She's been arrested and they've got her in detention.
I'm telling you the truth. Look, the person you want is the real killer, right? Well, it's not Athena. It's someone else.
Alright, let's hear your stupid little theory. Who is this real killer?
I don't know yet, but I know, but the culprit is the same as the one in the case from 7 years ago. The UR1 incident. I believe you have a personal interest in that case.
It's too late to change what's going to happen now, no matter how wrong it is.
But is it really too late? You can still do something about it. You might be able to fix it.
Just what exactly are you proposing?
What can I do about the 7-year-old case to satisfy the hostage taker? Retry! I propose we retry the case from 7 years ago. If you make that demand now, I'm sure nobody will deny it. It won't be an official trial, but at least we could find out the truth.
No, it's good. Real good. Hey, detective! I'll give you 1 hour. Get the courtroom ready.
1 hour? But that's impossible! Please give me at least until tomorrow! There is no tomorrow.
If you don't mind losing hostages, you can take all the time you want. Oh, but wait. If we're going to have a retrial, we'll need a prosecutor. Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
She will.
And I guess I can be fair and let you come in and check out the crime scene. But Hunk of Junk here will be watching you, so don't try anything funny. You got that? Now follow, Hunk of Junk. Riot Police, make way! We're coming through!
Mr. Dick, wait! I'll help you with the investigation.
יש לך את הפורנסיקים קיט? במקרה. Thanks, bros. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going in. Oh, not to be continued? אני קצת מופתע. Aura dropped us off with a warning not to touch anything until she got back.
I wonder what's taking so long. But we can't really start an investigation yet, can we?
Even if we could, this mess makes it hard to tell what the room was like 7 years ago. Oh, klar, Khazar.
Mr. Wright?
Oh, it's the hostage taker!
I'm back to my usual self now. You're still being monitored, however. But more importantly, an important guest has arrived.
A guest? No way! No way! Okay! Okay? Okay! היי, מיילס! ליטרלי סיימתי investigations קודם! וואו!
I trust you've been well, right?
היי, מיילס! Let's go! מה המצב, מיילס? Edgeworth! What are you doing here? This is Miles Edgeworth. We've been friends since we were kids. We faced off in court a number of times back when he was a prosecutor. But now...
Hello, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Oh, but you're probably not a prosecutor anymore, are you?
He's chief prosecutor now. Pretty soon it will be a year, right? Wait, a what? What? The fuck you mean chief prosecutor? הוא החליף את לאנה? הוא ספק צריך להחליף את לאנה? A title is nothing more than a title. Don't we have more pressing issues to discuss? Miles! איזה מוזר זה שאני ליטרלי סיימתי investigations אחד קודם. אבל היי, מיילס! So, what are you doing here, Edgeworth? The captor chose me as the prosecutor for the UR1 case. Wow, she's good. She went all the way up to the top. I gathered all the information I could in the short time I had. I'll give you a run through.
You're always so well prepared, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
Thanks, I appreciate this. I could really use the help. Okay, wow! Ashka, wow, Miles! זה קצת אינסיין באמת לחשוב שכאילו... אני ליטרלי נמצא... ליטרלי אני התלבטתי על לסיים את המשחק הזה או לגשת ל-Investigations 2. החלטתי לגעת פה ונראה שמיילס נמצא פה. אומייגאד! אוקיי, אני חייב להקל את זה שנייה. Okay. You are one incident. I'll start with the brief overview. The victim was the psychologist Dr. Metis Sykes. Yeah, Athena's mother. 7 years ago, on the 7th of October, her body was found here in this very room. I have two crime photos and the police notes on them for you to see.
What a terrible way to die.
This other photo shows the other side of the room, I see. I also have the autopsy report for you. Don't worry, זה מעודכן לרמה המקסימלית. The murder weapon was the victim's own katana found at the scene. Yes, Detective Fulbright mentioned she was into Japanese culture. This body was found by the Space Center staff member and two police officers. The police were called in because of the sabotage threat on the Hat 1 launch. Yes, Dr. Cosmos mentioned this too. A few hours after the body was discovered, a suspect was arrested. The suspect was Simon Blackwell, a young prosecutor. I hear his trial was over in a flash. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in one session. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was a decisive evidence against him too. A security camera video. And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall.
But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive?
To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right. And there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right! How on earth did you know about that? Dr. Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle.
Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets.
בוא נקרא pearls. וואי, כן, בגלל הנושא הזה של עמי, הנושא הזה של עמי ו-I am, reunion turnabout. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Sykes to steal the moon rock. But if you could prove that the Hat 2 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution? It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you any way I can. Finally! Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence.
Let's do it together.
אז מהר להתחיל מפה, כי זה איפה שהיה הגופה. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. Yes, it was here then as well, with the victim's body lying on it.
There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it.
Pearls? Don't touch the...
Oopsie.
What the fuck? Hey, it's moving! What the fuck? It appears to be a robot assembly device.
Disassemble anything in a flash. Push that dismantle button. That sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Nick?
Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Okay. Aura's desk is a mess. Though that doesn't surprise me.
Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up.
Wait, before you do... הסתכלה על התמונה של מטיס. It's Metis Sykes. Clonko, can I talk to you? Really hope he's back to normal. Okay, sure, I guess.
You wish to speak to me, Mr. White. If you're going to hate me, please avoid the face area.
Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident?
When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused.
Huh? So he calls Dr. Sykes' mother, but Aura Blackwell Miss Aura?
With the loss, she exhibited a severe catecholamine imbalance.
The fuck?
Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means.
Pardon me. Searching for alternative expression. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her.
Oh, אז הייתה בדיכאון. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well.
That is correct. But without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate when I called her Mama Aura.
And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonko, huh?
That murder destroyed so many lives.
Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Sykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Ponko and Clonko, they're the robots with hearts that Dr. Sykes created. Ponko's serious feature. Can this determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system? Recognize people by scanning their basic or uniform jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. Interesting! Okay. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. They can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing! Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might be even more human than you. What's that supposed to mean? It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Huh! Ganap siya naman pati mayon. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would be scarier, that or looking down. Oh! Hey, look at this row of rolling cases. כמו הסוטקייסים של רודה. רק שזה של גיאקסה ולא Go Airlines. But the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research material around.
I bet it'll be fun to ride around in. We could probably fit both into the biggest one. I know we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us.
I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. אבל זה נעלם. הקייס הזה ספציפית נעלם. מה? מה זה? It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench.
Mr. Nick, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. See the cute little food processor?
That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded onto the Hope space probe that fateful day. אוקיי, לרגע לא הבנתי בדיוק איפה זה, אבל אם זה אמור להיות איפה שהיה הספייס פרוב, אז כן, אוקיי. The three people who come to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule. Which reminds me... Huh. ليش تيك؟ Oh. Sorry. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag. But how did you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it, that's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Okay. This is one heck of a robot.
There's something written on it. Is this supposed to be a poem? I can't tell anyone who displeases me. I make the rules, I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judge Tron, JT02.
I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. He's right, Pearls. There's no sign of it in the file from 7 years ago either. We were building the Hope space probe here at the time. The photo occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh?
But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo.
Yes. And you can see the stolen moon rock there too. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture? אוקיי, לרגע חשבתי שלא היה את המסכה הזאתי. שמופיע פה. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. Yep. So, the person who stole it, think he was our spy? Sure of it. Dr. Sykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their path, in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Massacre Blackwell is the culprit. Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So, what do you think, right? Any ideas? There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence. Well, pull off somehow. After all, you asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? What?
What? He did?
Ma. Yep. You call it a special request. He reached out to me while I was still disbarred.
So, that was what sparkled you to get your attorney's badge back?
Yep. The Blackwell case. Right. I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? Haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. 8 שנים? חשבתי שזה היה 7.
I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the Dark Age of the Law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Aw, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now. Right. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all of the details.
Hey, no need to apologize.
It's like I said on the phone the other day.
I know about the type of criminals you're after now.
Aren't small fries anymore.
Get literally a smuggling ring operation.
Looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah, it's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the Dark Age of the Law. That's what this is all about.
Dark Age of the Law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV and in the papers. And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever.
When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence, and a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder.
Wait, do you mean...
That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's.
Huh. That makes sense, actually. Lars Craigie.
It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those 2 cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it.
It's such a shame. Once suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together.
It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other.
Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We're in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. It's just me, or did his brow get even more furrowed than the last time I saw him?
The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times.
It sure is.
Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be?
Well, somebody who mistrusts the court systems and who can manipulate robots. It can really be only Aura Blackwell. Who else but her would want the retrial of the case from 7 years ago so badly?
Sam Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Sykes to confess.
Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena.
The important thing is for her to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence.
And then maybe she'll release the hostages.
I'm counting on you, right? To set the prosecutor and those hostages free.
I'll be counting on you in court to help me too.
Of course. I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. And this isn't an
As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Oh my god.
Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation?
Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena.
She had already given her consent. I will accompany you to the detention center.
So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. יאללה, where's my miles? שבו אשכרה אני לא משחק מיles. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. I feel like I haven't seen her in ages.
Oh, Mr. Wright! And Pearly, too! I knew you would come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant.
And because you're my friend and I was worried about you.
Thanks, boss.
I'm not the only one who is worried either.
Really? Who else?
I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself. She came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you knew so much about the place.
Oh, so you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
That's alright, but there are some other things I'd like to ask you.
Sure, you can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you.
Go. Tell me about the day Clay was murdered.
I was actually at the Space Center that day.
Are you serious? Ah!
In the Space Museum.
I'd where the culprit fled to. That's a good.
I could never fully deal with what happened 7 years ago. But when I saw the center again during the news coverage of the Hat 2 launch, I thought maybe if I went there, things would be different this time. I must have taken a lot of courage to face your past like that. So I went to the Space Museum the evening before the explosions. This was before the launch pads had been switched. There was a sign that said closed for repairs and they weren't letting anybody in.
Yeah. Director couldn't very well switch the pads if there were still people in there.
But I snuck in anyway.
Did you want to see that Hat 1 group photo? The one with your mother in it?
I did. What I really wanted to see was her jacket.
Oh!
That jacket on display.
That was Dr. Sykes?
Oh, I should have known it wouldn't be easy to get over such a traumatic experience. The second I saw that jacket, it all came rushing back to me. Everything around me went hazy and I couldn't see. I tried to get out of there somehow, but I guess I passed out. When I came to, I was in the passage behind the rocket. I was in the shadows where people couldn't really see me.
Maybe you got confused and went the wrong way when you were trying to leave?
How long do you think you were unconscious, Athena? It was out until noon the next day. I didn't even know about the explosions. When I woke up, nobody was around, so I just went out into the bowling lounge too. My mind must have been fuzzy because my memory is vague after that. I don't remember how I got home. No memory, huh? This is gonna be tough. Which means, what if I'm the one who killed Clay?
I think that's enough of that, Athena. Let's talk about something else. So, during the entire incident, she was unconscious in the Space Museum. Of course, I believe her. But will anybody else? What kind of research was Dr. Sykes, your mother, doing?
Machines that could tell people's emotions by their tone of voice. And my special ability. Someday, when people travel to distant planets, their companions will be robots. So, she said that they had to be able to understand how their human companions felt. Wow! Robots that can understand people! I was just a convenient subject for her research. All she ever did was work, but she never paid any attention to me. Oh, sorry about that. Trading all that old stuff.
No need to apologize. I guess her home life was complicated. Oh, by the way, Miss Wood said something about you always wearing headphones? The field research, okay.
I had to wear them every time I went out. Oh, I hated them so much, but she wouldn't listen. What were they for? Oh, she gave me some sort of explanation. But I don't remember now. It was too difficult for a little kid to understand.
Okay. Let me say this one thing. I don't think your mother only thought of you as some sort of handy subject for her research.
I want to believe that. But just about the only thing my mother left me with a widget. And this earring. Oh, it's beautiful. It's made of a piece of real moon rock she had for research. Maybe she did love me. In her own way.
I'm sure of it. I'm really sure she did. Because that's what I want to believe too. Better ask her about her mother's research. Should show her that paper I found in the robotics lab. What's that?
Oh, the Ponko series. You must have gone to the robotics lab.
You seem to really love Ponko and Klonko.
Yeah, my mother made them when I grew up around them, and I grew up around them, you know. Oh, there's one of those cute little robots in this photo too. See Ponko's bandages? I'll put those on her. I just wound them around and around. Pretty bad job, huh? I really put my all into it.
Stop, there you go. כן. הבנדג' הגרוע של אפינה אפשר לראות כיד שבורה
But when I should Blackwell? What's going on? אפשר לדעת של פונקו בתור מה שיש עם הדם של מריס מתי שרואים את בלקוויל.
I hardly left the center in those days, so I didn't have any human friends besides Junie. I didn't really understand the difference between robots and people back then. I thought that if a robot broke, bandaging it would help it get better. What a weirdo I was.
It looks like there's something written on the bandages.
Yeah, I wrote stuff like, "Get well soon, Punko." But in the end, my mom just put her on the operating table and fixed her in a flash. Oh, that must be the thing I made move in the robotics lab. I was so impressed by what my mom did. I even asked her if she could put me on the table and fix me if I ever get hurt. It looked just like magic to me, what she could do.
A little girl who grew up around robots.
She seems to have some good memories of it.
Okay. On a different subject, did you hear about the person holding up the Space Center?
Yes. Hello?
And this person has even taken hostages? I guess I better spare her the news about Trucy. Whoa! After some negotiating, we agreed to do a retrial of the case from 7 years ago.
What? You're kidding me! So that means Pascal Blackwell might...
Yep. I know he's innocent. I just have to prove it. So, wait. Did you know him back then? זה הגיוני.
Yes. He used to visit my mom a lot. He studied psychology under her and would sometimes ask for advice on his legal cases. He was very kind and considerate and straight as an arrow.
Unlike now, where he's more twisted than a basket of snakes.
That's why I took the witness stand during his trial 7 years ago.
Oh.
Please, you have to listen to me. He didn't kill her. His heart is screaming that he didn't kill her. I was a fool. How could anybody else know what I was talking about?
She heard the voice of his heart.
You were only 11 then, right? You were very brave just to give testimony.
Prowse is right. You did the very best you could do at the time.
But nothing I said did any good. I was a shaking and scared little girl, small and ineffectual. Even after I went to live with my relatives in Europe, I stayed closed up in my shell. But you're different now. You're always so bright and cheerful. Thanks. That's because one day, I came to realize that I had to fight. I couldn't give up. I exercised hard and studied hard. I wanted to become the strongest lawyer I could be. I wanted to save Simon, but I had no idea how. Then I met Mr. White, and thanks to him, I realized that if I became a lawyer, I could prove that Simon was innocent. I also realized that psychology could help me do this. I mean, Psychology was my mother's specialty. When I study it, I feel like she was there with me, supporting me.
Doesn't seem like Athena knows. The Proskauer Blackwell is due to be executed tomorrow.
I wanted to prove Simon's innocence personally. I want to do it so bad. Even now, I want to fly out of here and go save him.
Come to think of it, she said something like that during the famous Legal Academy trial. She mentioned there was somebody she wanted to save. Huh. The Blackwell ידע את זה. אם אני זוכר נכון מהטריאל, Blackwell גם ידע את זה. הוא הדגיש את זה. She must have been talking about Proskauer Blackwell.
I heard some prison guards say that you had an interview with Simon. How was he? What did he say?
No, I can't tell her. But how can I lie to Athena? He was doing well. He was happy about the possibility of being proven innocent.
He was? I wonder if he smiled like he used to back then.
If I can't prove Proskauer Blackwell's innocence in this trial, I don't think Athena will ever forgive me. I just have to free him. Failure is not an option here. Oh my god! God damn it, Ah, I thought you might be here, Mr. Lawyer. We're in trouble. We are? What is it? I'll go and find a single open courtroom. They're all in session.
Oh no! But this is an emergency!
It's very difficult to interrupt the trial once it's underway. Oh, classic! Let's go! My phone. It's from Trucy. Okay, also eine Demo.
I told you I'd give you 1 hour. I guess it's time to pick one of the hostages.
No, wait! We still have a little more time. Besides, all the courtrooms are being used right now.
Make all the excuses you want, but you won't get more time. Your daughter is first. The poor thing. She's a little too young to die, don't you think?
No, don't you dare hurt her! There must be something I can do. The cruelest injustice is about to befall us.
No! This can't be happening! Mystic Maya, help us!
Wait a minute. Maya? Ha! יאללה, למה לא? למה לא? A courtroom blew up. That's it! There is a courtroom we can use after all!
Okay, time's up. Too bad. Any last words you would like to say to her?
Hold it!
Aura, please don't add to the crimes you've already committed.
So you know who I am, do you? It wasn't like I was trying to keep it a secret anyway.
We're ready to start the trial. We can hold it in the ruins of courtroom number 4. The one that blew up by the bomber.
Oh, what a wonderful idea, Mr. Nick!
I never would have thought of that. An astonishing trial in an astonishing location. I guess it's only befitting. I'll go get the place where you run away. I didn't exactly pick the place for its astonishing factor.
How about it? Are you ready to have your brother's innocence proven?
My brother? Ah, I'm sorry. Did I forget to mention? It's not Simon he'll be defending.
What? Not Prosecutor Blackwell?
I indict Athena Sykes on the charge of murdering her own mother. You'll be defending the little princess there, the one behind the glass.
What?
See you in the mountain of rubble you've chosen for a courtroom, Mr. Wright. What is she talking about? Athena? Of course. Why didn't ever occur to me before? If Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent, somebody else had to have been the true culprit. Did I kill my own mother? No! No!
Huh? Cyclops! No! 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 No!
No way! It can't be true! לא שוב!
מה אני עושה פה? למה? איך אני פותח את זה? זה impossible! למה?
Can't be true! Mr. Nick! What's the matter?
I see 5 black cyclops. I've seen these kinds of locks before. Dark, black locks protecting a secret hidden deep inside a person's heart. And there is no way to remove them. ועכשיו יש to be continued. פיין. אני אסיים את הפרק של היום פה. 5 בלק סייקלוקס. סייקלוקס השחורים. Are you serious? זה אותו אחד שהיה לקריסטוף. זה אותו אחד שהיה לגאווין. אוקיי. אז אני אסיים את הפרק של היום פה. אני אעשה את הפרק של היום פה, כי לא נותר עוד פה דברים. אז כן, כאן היה ניפגש בסרטון הבא של יוטיוב גיימס, מקווה שנהנתם. וירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.